Good afternoon and welcome to Kyalami, South Africa for round 10 of Racing Series Europe's GT3 Championship. We have set up qualifying, we have a surprise pole position for Captain, leading McCutcheon by 0.12 of a second, and Friedman in P3, the championship leader. This one's set up to be a cracker, so let's watch. The car's just finishing off the formation lap now. We are waiting for the green flag. And we are racing here at Kyalami. Captain leads them away. Not the best start from McCutcheon, who's under pressure from Anderson. Friedman looks like they've went up the inside in that Mercedes. It looks like Captain may have just taken the apex round turn 1. Everyone looks like they've got through cleanly so far. As they come now into turn 3 and 4, it's Captain, Friedman, McCutcheon throwing them away now. Everyone looks to have got through there. No, it looks like Anderson potentially and the BMW also fighting each other. Not quite sure which one that is. It looks like there may have been contact back there. We'll see what's happened, but Friedman now all over the back off the Audi. That Mercedes is pushing the Audi along the track. And we're now on board the Ferrari, pushing up to the back of the post car just in front, the 518 car. You see the BMW runs wide, that gives the Ferrari a little push, but I think we have another car just on the inside, which is potentially unsighted by the Ferrari. Oh yes, we've got the car in front going off, gets the Ferrari offline and loses control, and that causes the contact between the two cars. Lap 3, we have Sterling all over the back of Strelitz as they come round the hairpin at the top. I think that puts Sterling on the inside line, giving them the advantage. The blue, they're both blue and yellow BMWs, but the one on the outside there's the 227 runs on the grass, puts them out of shape coming down into this tight braking zone, and it looks like there's some light scraping, but that we're now watching the BMW M4 closing up to the back of the 518 Porsche Berryman as they come through this dangerous second to last corner. It looked like the Porsche went a little bit high on the curb, it did, sending them into the gravel trap, and that's going to allow Sterling to push on. And we're now watching Sterling close the gap to Anderson in the Porsche. Sterling charging through the field, takes the inside line, and I think is going to get the move done on the 888 car. The BMW riding that curb on the apex fantastically. Great racing. Strelitz and Davies, the BMW of Strelitz and the Audi of Davies, very close with each other now on the track. This is the closest battle we have just now, and it looks like Strelitz has tried to make a move down the inside, made contact with Davies, but appears to have let Davies go. That's good sportsmanship. Hopefully there's not too much damage for these two so they can keep fighting each other. We're now on board with the leader, the 134 Audi, coming into this very tricky corner. We can see how tricky the section is, but that Audi is able to carry so much exit speed, and that's likely been the key to their success so far. We are now watching this three-way battle. We have McCutcheon, who's just put it onto the curb a little bit wide. Anderson just in behind, lining one up, thinks about it, thinks twice about it, and Berryman just tucking in behind them. This is the battle for second and third on the podium. Lap 22, and we're still with these three drivers who cannot shake one another. Looks like a very tricky situation, and McCutcheon maybe just going wide. That's allowed Anderson through, and possibly Berryman as well. The two Porsche drivers pressuring the Aston driver now. Anderson now pulled out a small gap, but runs it just on the grass. That's going to open the door, but McCutcheon's also ran it wide. Is Berryman now going to join the fellow Porsche? Move into the podium positions. McCutcheon, it looks like, just holds that position. Anderson gets away with it. Strelitz now all over the back of Davies. These two have been having it out for most of the race. They have pushed each other along. If we come down into turn one, Strelitz moves over to the inside, gets the move done under braking. Do they come out ahead? It looks like the move's been done. Can Davies keep pace with the BMW driver? The comeback, using the slipstream down the start finish straight. Thinking about it down into turn one, a lot of damage on the side of that Audi, but the Audi uses its straight line speed and its brakes and makes a move down, but they have outbraked themselves. That allows the BMW back through into the back ahead. Lap 24. Strelitz and Davies still fighting it out. What a battle these two are having. Now into the third to last corner. This is an overtaking opportunity. Davies takes the inside line, and again just a little bit too deep, and that allows the BMW back through. They need to be careful through this turn. Watch out for that yellow sausage curb. As we now come on board with McCutcheon, who is chasing down Anderson in that Porsche. And that's a very high on the curb. And Anderson peels into the pit lane. We're now watching the leader, Captain, still out in front, has not relinquished that lead and built up a gap. And they're just lapping at such a consistent pace, it's hard for the others to match that pace. We're now on board with the 518 Porsche of Berryman, tucked in behind McCutcheon, going round the second to last corner. McCutcheon a bit high on that curb again. Does that open the door for Berryman? Not this lap, but they are closing. This one's building in tension. On board again with Berryman. This is lap 43, and McCutcheon again over that curb. This time it is going to cost them a position. That's allowed Berryman down the outside into the final turn, into the final podium position. So we're now watching the leader, Gordon Captain, in the Audi. Lap 48, still putting in, and it's a first sight of a mistake from Captain. Pops the car into the gravel. They'll need to be careful rejoining. They don't take up the back marker. No contact there, but that will be a couple of seconds that the two Porsches chasing will have caught up. Lap 49, and we'll pick up this battle with Sterling now closing down on the two Porsche drivers. This is for a podium place. What a race they are having. They have the pace today. The two Porsche drivers getting very close, but the BMW's got a fantastic run off that. We can see McCutcheon just holding on at the back. Both of the Porsches, Berryman and Anderson in front, doing everything they can to stop the charging Sterling in the BMW. We now come down to lap 50 into the second. We're near the end of the race now. It looks like Berryman making the move on Anderson. Both Porsches alongside each other. They'll need to be careful because that BMW has the straight line speed and they're going to split both the Porsches. The BMW thinks about it. Can they make the move? That's McCutcheon now back involved with the battle. 90 minutes of racing here in South Africa. And this man, the 134 Audi, has led every single minute of this race as they come round the final corner to take the checkered flag and win in their first race, with RSE flashing the lights in celebration as they crossed the line. Great performance from Cap. So after 90 minutes at Kyalami, let's run through the results. We have Captain taking the win in their debut race in the 134 Audi, with Berryman in P2. Anderson in P3 holding on to that final podium spot. Sterling charged through the field to finish P4. A little bump with McCutcheon on the final turn, but McCutcheon giving the place back. No harm done. We have Miali in the advantage in P6. Davies does finish in P7. Friedman with an accident finishes back there in P8. Strelitz in P9. And we have two non-finishers, they're 10th and 11th. So thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you next time.